Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in an age where the world demands more of us, but too often we shrink back. Too often we choose comfort over challenge, safety over growth. But let me tell you something, it's time we stop being soft. Yes, I said it, stop being soft. Now, I'm not talking about losing your compassion, your humanity, or your empathy. Those are strengths, not weaknesses. I'm talking about letting go of the excuses, the fear, and the hesitation that keep you from living your purpose and becoming your best self. We've been conditioned to shy away from discomfort, but that's where true transformation happens. Let's step into the discomfort. Let's embrace the struggle. Because on the other side of that challenge is the strength, the resilience, the wisdom that you've been looking for. You don't get those things by staying in your bubble. You get them by breaking out. The world doesn't need another passive voice or a timid heart. It needs people who are bold enough to face their fears, who are tough enough to rise after a fall, and who are strong enough to stand for what they believe in no matter what. You have to wake up every day and say, I am not afraid. I am not fragile. I am not soft. It's time to take ownership of your life. You can either let life happen to you, or you can stand up and make it happen. I challenge you today, stop letting life push you around. Stop playing small. Stop doubting yourself. And for heaven's sake, stop being soft. You were built for more than this. It's time to step into your power. Discomfort is something we're all programmed to avoid. It's that feeling we get when we're out of our element, when the situation feels overwhelming, when we're standing at the edge of uncertainty. We've been taught to seek comfort, to surround ourselves with what's familiar, to stick with what we know. But here's the truth, comfort may feel good in the moment, but it doesn't lead to growth. In fact, comfort can keep us stuck. If you want to change your life, if you want to grow, you have to learn to see discomfort differently. You have to embrace it, lean into it, and recognize it for what it truly is, a sign that you're on the verge of transformation. Discomfort is your friend because it forces you to challenge yourself. It shakes you out of complacency. When you feel that twinge of anxiety or fear, it's not a signal to run. It's a signal to rise. You see, real growth happens outside of your comfort zone. When you stretch yourself, when you take on challenges that make you uncomfortable, you expand. You discover strengths you didn't know you had. You uncover resilience you didn't realize existed. But none of that happens if you stay in the safe, easy spaces of life. Think about it. Every great achievement, every breakthrough in life comes after a period of discomfort. It's the process of pushing through the hard moments, the self-doubt, the uncertainty, the obstacles that creates the conditions for success. It's in those moments of discomfort that you learn what you're truly capable of. You learn how to keep going when everything in you wants to stop. You learn how to adapt, how to think creatively, how to find solutions when the easy answers aren't there. Discomfort forces you to grow because it demands more from you than comfort ever will. Now, it's easy to shy away from discomfort. We all do it. We avoid the difficult conversations, the challenging tasks, the situations that push us emotionally or mentally. We stay in jobs we've outgrown, relationships that don't serve us, and routines that no longer inspire us. Why? Because stepping into discomfort feels risky. It feels like stepping into the unknown. But let me tell you something, the unknown is where the magic happens. It's where you find new opportunities, new ways of thinking, new paths forward. Discomfort is the universe's way of nudging you forward. It's saying there's more for you, but you have to be willing to leave what you know behind. It's asking you to trust that even though the journey may be hard, the destination will be worth it. And I promise you, it always is. You see, discomfort isn't there to break you, it's there to build you. Every time you face discomfort head on, you become stronger. You become more confident, more capable, more sure of who you are and what you can handle. And the more you embrace discomfort, the less scary it becomes. You begin to understand that discomfort is temporary, but the growth it brings lasts a lifetime. So the next time you find yourself in a situation that feels uncomfortable, I want you to remember this, that discomfort is not a sign that something's wrong. It's a sign that something's happening. It's a sign that you're moving, you're growing, you're evolving, and that's exactly where you're meant to be. Stop running from discomfort. Start inviting it into your life, because when you make discomfort your friend, you unlock your potential. You begin to step into the fullness of who you are. And once you do that, there's nothing you can't achieve. We all know how easy it is to come up with excuses. We tell ourselves we're too busy, too tired, too old, too young. We say we don't have the time, the resources, the right connections. We convince ourselves that the timing isn't right, that we'll start tomorrow, or that we're waiting for the perfect moment. But let me tell you something, excuses will not get you where you want to go. They will only hold you back, keep you stuck, and leave you wondering why your dreams are still just dreams. Excuses are comforting, aren't they? They give us a reason to stay in our comfort zones, to avoid taking the risks that lead to real growth. They protect us from failure, from rejection, from the hard work it takes to make something happen. But here's the reality, excuses are nothing more than barriers you put up in your own mind. They're walls you build around yourself, keeping you from reaching your full potential. And the longer you hold on to them, the harder it becomes to break free. We all have things we could point to as reasons why we can't move forward. Maybe you didn't have the best start in life. Maybe you faced obstacles and challenges that seem unfair. Maybe you've experienced setbacks that left you feeling defeated. But none of that can define you unless you let it. Excuses are just stories we tell ourselves to justify why we're not doing what we know we need to do. And if you keep telling yourself those stories, they become your reality. The truth is, you are capable of far more than you think. But to realize that potential, you have to stop giving yourself permission to settle. You have to stop letting excuses dictate your actions. Because here's the thing, excuses are easy, but they won't get you results. Results come from action. They come from showing up, even when you don't feel ready, even when the odds seem stacked against you. We all know someone who seems to find a reason why something can't be done. They'll tell you every reason why they haven't started, why it's too hard, why it's not the right time. And then there's the person who's out there making things happen despite the same challenges. What's the difference? One chooses action over excuses. One refuses to let circumstances define their future. And that's the mindset you have to adopt if you want to see real change in your life. You have to be willing to stop blaming your circumstances and start taking responsibility for your life. That's a hard truth to accept, but it's also incredibly freeing, because once you take responsibility, you take back your power. You realize that you are in control. No, you can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond. You can control what you do next. And that is where your power lies. When you stop making excuses, you open the door to possibility. You give yourself the chance to try, to fail, to learn, and to grow. You begin to understand that the only real limitations are the ones you place on yourself. And when you stop limiting yourself, that's when things start to shift. That's when you start seeing progress, no matter how small. That's when you realize that the journey may be hard, but it's absolutely worth it. It's easy to get caught up in the what ifs and the I can TS, but what if you shifted your mindset? What if, instead of focusing on the reasons why you can't, you started focusing on the reasons why you can? What if, instead of looking for obstacles, you started looking for opportunities? The moment you do that, everything changes. You have to be willing to silence the voice inside that tells you it's okay to wait, it's okay to stay where you are, it's okay to make excuses. That voice is not your friend. That voice is keeping you from the life you deserve. You have to learn to push past it, to take that first step, even when it feels scary, even when it feels uncertain. Because every step you take in the direction of your goals, no matter how small, is progress. And progress is what will get you where you want to go. So I want you to stop today and think about the excuses that have been holding you back. What stories have you been telling yourself? And more importantly, are you ready to let them go? Because until you do, you'll remain exactly where you are. But the moment you decide to stop making excuses, to take action despite the fear, despite the doubt, that's when you'll start to see the change you've been waiting for. It's not easy, but nothing worth having ever is. And I promise you, when you stop making excuses, when you decide to take control of your life, the rewards will be far greater than anything you could have ever imagined. There are moments in life when we feel like we've hit a wall. Maybe it's a challenge that feels too big, a loss that feels too painful, or a situation that seems impossible to overcome. We look at ourselves and we think, I can't handle this. We convince ourselves that we're not strong enough, not brave enough, not capable enough. But here's what I need you to understand. You are stronger than you think. You've already survived things you thought would break you. Think back to those moments in your life when you felt overwhelmed, when the weight of the world seemed too heavy to bear. Yet here you are, still standing. Those challenges didn't defeat you, they made you stronger. They revealed a strength within you that you didn't even know you had. And that same strength is within you now, waiting to rise to the surface. Too often, we underestimate our own resilience. We see strength as something other people have, something reserved for the extraordinary, the brave, the powerful. But strength is in all of us, it's in you. It shows up in the quiet moments when you keep going despite the struggle. It shows up in the times when you want to give up, but you don't. Strength doesn't always look loud or bold sometimes. It's just about holding on one more day, finding a way to keep moving forward, even when everything feels hard. You are stronger than you think because strength isn't just about physical power or outward confidence. It's about inner resolve. It's about the ability to face life's hardest moments and say, "This will not defeat me." It's about choosing to rise again and again, no matter how many times you've been knocked down. It's about knowing that, yes, life can be tough, but you are tougher. Strength also comes from the way we respond to the challenges we face. It's easy to feel strong when things are going well, but true strength is revealed in adversity. When life throws you a curveball, when you're faced with a situation that tests you, that's when you find out just how strong you really are. And let me tell you, you have a reservoir of strength inside you that you haven't even tapped into yet. It's there waiting for you to call on it. Now, here's the thing: you won't always feel strong. There will be days when you feel tired, defeated, and unsure. That's okay. Feeling weak doesn't mean you are weak. In fact, sometimes acknowledging your vulnerability is a sign of strength. It's in those moments of doubt that you find the courage to dig deep, to keep going when it feels impossible. And that's where your true power lies. You are stronger than you think because you have the ability to adapt, to grow, and to persevere. Life isn't about avoiding challenges, it's about learning how to navigate them. And with every challenge you face, you build more strength, more resilience, more wisdom. Each obstacle becomes an opportunity for you to prove to yourself just how capable you are. When you find yourself in those dark moments when you're questioning whether you can keep going, I want you to remember this: strength isn't about never falling. It's about getting back up every time you do. It's about trusting that no matter what comes your way, you have what it takes to face it. You have survived every single one of your worst days so far, and that is no small thing. Strength is also about believing in your own worth. It's about knowing that you deserve to keep fighting for yourself, even when it's hard. It's about refusing to let the struggles define you. Instead, you let them shape you, refine you, make you better. Every time you rise from a difficult experience, you are a little bit stronger, a little bit wiser, and a lot more resilient. Sometimes we get so caught up in the idea of being perfect, of having it all together, that we forget real strength comes from being human. It comes from embracing your flaws, your fears, your uncertainties, and choosing to move forward anyway. You don't have to be fearless to be strong. You just have to be willing to face the fear and keep going. So when you feel like you can't take one more step, when the weight of the world feels too heavy, I want you to pause, take a deep breath, and remind yourself of this truth: you are stronger than you think. You've proven it before, and you'll prove it again. There is a strength inside you that nothing can break. You may bend, but you won't break. You may fall, but you will rise. You may struggle, but you will overcome. You have more strength in you than you realize. And it's not just for the big moments, it's in the everyday moments when you show up, when you face your fears, when you keep going despite the challenges. Trust in that strength. Trust in yourself. You are so much stronger than you think. Failure is often seen as the final chapter in a story, a closing of doors, an end point. But in reality, failure is not the end, it's a powerful beginning. It's a powerful beginning. It's a part of the journey, a stepping stone to success, a lesson in disguise. The truth is, every great success story is built on a foundation of failures. It's through those moments of stumbling and falling that we learn, grow, and ultimately rise to greater heights. Think about it: failure is not a reflection of your worth or your potential. It's a natural part of the process. Every person you admire, every icon you look up to has faced failure. They've encountered setbacks, made mistakes, and had moments when they wanted to give up. But what set them apart wasn't the absence of failure, it was their response to it. They saw failure not as a dead end, but as a stepping stone. Failure is a teacher, a mentor. It's in the face of failure that we are given the opportunity to learn about ourselves and our capabilities. It's where we discover our strengths and weaknesses, where we find the courage to keep going, and where we gain the wisdom to make better choices. When we fail, we are given a chance to reevaluate, to adjust our strategies, to grow stronger and more resilient. Failure is a part of the process of reaching greatness. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every time you fail, you're not moving further away from your goals, you're moving closer to them. Each failure is an opportunity to refine your approach, to understand what doesn't work so you can find out what does. It's through the process of failing and getting back up that you build the character and determination needed to achieve your dreams. Consider the many inventors, entrepreneurs, and trailblazers who have failed time and time again. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Each of those failures was a lesson, a step towards his ultimate success. The key is to embrace failure as part of the journey, to see it not as a barrier, but as a bridge to something greater. It's also important to understand that failure is not permanent. Just because something didn't work out the first time doesn't mean it won't ever work. Many of the world's most successful people faced multiple rejections, setbacks, and disappointments before they achieved their goals. What's crucial is to keep moving forward, to persist despite the difficulties, and to maintain a belief in yourself and your vision. Failure can be painful, it can be discouraging, and it can shake your confidence. But it's in those moments of vulnerability that we find our true strength. It's in the face of failure that we learn to rise above our fears, to push through our doubts, and to pursue our passions with renewed vigor. Each failure is a chance to redefine yourself, to reaffirm your commitment, and to pursue your dreams with even greater determination. Remember, failure is not a reflection of your potential, it's a part of your journey to fulfilling it. It's a temporary setback, not a permanent state. It's an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to improve. Every time you fail and get back up, you become stronger, wiser, and more capable. You're building the resilience and perseverance needed to achieve your goals and to create the life you desire. So when you face failure and don't see it as the end, see it as the beginning of a new chapter, a new opportunity to learn and grow. Embrace it, learn from it, and let it fuel your drive to succeed. Failure is not the end of the road, it's the start of a new path, a path that leads to greater achievements and deeper fulfillment. Embrace it with grace, keep moving forward, and trust that each failure brings you one step closer to your ultimate success. When we set out to achieve something significant, it's easy to feel excited and motivated at the start. The initial enthusiasm is often fueled by dreams of success and visions of how great things will be once we reach our goals. But here's the truth: commitment to the long haul is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. It's not the fleeting bursts of energy or the short-term efforts that lead to lasting achievement. It's the steady, unwavering commitment to see things through no matter how long it takes. Commitment to the long haul means understanding that real progress is rarely immediate. It's about accepting that the path to success is often winding, filled with obstacles, and requiring consistent effort over time. This journey is not about quick fixes or instant gratification. It's about the persistence to keep going, even when the initial excitement fades, when the results seem slow to come, and when the challenges feel overwhelming. Think of any great accomplishment, whether it's a career milestone, a personal goal, or a creative endeavor. Behind every success story, there's a story of perseverance. The most successful individuals didn't achieve their goals overnight. They faced setbacks, experienced failures, and encountered numerous obstacles along the way. What set them apart was their commitment to push through, to keep going even when the journey was tough. Commitment to the long haul means being prepared for the ups and downs of the journey. There will be days when everything seems to go right, and there will be days when nothing seems to work. It's in those challenging moments when doubt and frustration set in that your commitment will be tested. It's easy to be committed when things are going well, but true commitment is about staying the course when things get hard. Understanding that success is a marathon, not a sprint, is key to long-term achievement. It requires patience, resilience, and a willingness to embrace the process. Every small step you take, every bit of effort you put in, is building the foundation for future success. It's the accumulation of these efforts over time that leads to significant progress. Each day you continue to work towards your goals, you're moving closer to your destination, even if you can't see the results immediately. Commitment also involves adapting and evolving. As you progress on your journey, you'll learn new things, face new challenges, and encounter unexpected opportunities. Being committed means being open to adjusting your plans and strategies as needed. It's about staying flexible and responsive while keeping your long-term vision in sight. It's about understanding that while the path may change, your dedication to achieving your goal remains constant. It's important to remember that commitment to the long haul is not about perfection, it's about persistence. There will be times when you stumble, make mistakes, or fall short of your expectations, but each of these moments is an opportunity to learn and grow. What matters is that you get back up, reassess, and keep moving forward. It's the willingness to continue despite the imperfections that builds true resilience and ultimately leads to success. Staying committed over the long haul also means celebrating the small victories along the way. Every achievement, no matter how minor it may seem, is a step towards your larger goal. Recognizing and appreciating these moments keeps you motivated and reminds you of the progress you're making. It's these small victories that fuel your determination and help you stay focused on the bigger picture. The journey of commitment is also about surrounding yourself with support and maintaining your own inner strength. Having a network of people who believe in you, who offer encouragement and advice, can make a tremendous difference. Equally important is cultivating your own inner resilience, maintaining a positive mindset, and finding ways to stay inspired and energized. In the end, commitment to the long haul is about understanding that the road to success is a continuous journey. It's about embracing the process, staying dedicated to your vision, and persisting through the challenges. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. Every step you take, every challenge you overcome, and every moment you stay committed brings you closer to achieving your dreams. So as you embark on your journey, remember that commitment to the long haul is what will carry you through. It's not about how fast you get there or how perfect your path is. It's about staying true to your purpose, putting in the effort, and continuing to move forward no matter what. Embrace the journey with all its twists and turns, and trust that your dedication will lead you to the success you seek. Mindset is everything. It's the lens through which we view our lives, the foundation upon which we build our actions, and the driver of our success or failure. Our mindset shapes our perceptions, influences our decisions, and determines how we respond to challenges and opportunities. It's not just a piece of the puzzle, it's the whole picture. The way we think profoundly affects how we live and how we achieve our goals. Imagine your mindset as the inner compass that guides your journey. If your compass is set to positive, growth-oriented directions, you're likely to navigate through challenges with resilience and optimism. But if your compass is set to negativity, doubt, and fear, even the simplest obstacles can seem insurmountable. Mindset is not just a passive state of being, it's an active, powerful force that can shape your reality. A positive mindset opens doors to possibilities. It allows you to see opportunities where others might see obstacles. It encourages you to take risks, embrace new experiences, and push beyond your comfort zone. When you believe in your potential, when you maintain a vision of success, you're more likely to take proactive steps toward achieving it. This mindset fuels your actions and helps you overcome barriers that might otherwise hold you back. Conversely, a negative mindset can be incredibly limiting. It's easy to fall into the trap of self-doubt, of thinking that you're not good enough or that your goals are too far out of reach. When you view challenges as threats rather than opportunities for growth, you're more likely to retreat or give up. This mindset creates a cycle of fear and hesitation, preventing you from realizing your full potential. It's also important to understand that mindset is not fixed. It's something you can cultivate and change. It's about developing a mindset that embraces growth, resilience, and possibility. This means challenging your own limiting beliefs, questioning the negative narratives you tell yourself, and replacing them with more empowering thoughts. It involves shifting from a fixed mindset which sees abilities as static and unchangeable to a growth mindset which understands that skills and talents can be developed through effort and perseverance. Consider the power of perspective. Two people can face the same situation but react completely differently based on their mindset. One might see a setback as a failure, while the other sees it as a valuable lesson. One might feel overwhelmed by challenges, while the other feels invigorated by the opportunity to grow. The difference isn't in the situation itself, but in how each person chooses to interpret and respond to it. Cultivating a positive mindset also means practicing self-compassion. It's about recognizing that you are human and that making mistakes is part of the journey. Instead of being harsh and critical of yourself when things don't go as planned, approach yourself with kindness and understanding. This shift in mindset can significantly impact your resilience and your ability to recover from setbacks. Furthermore, mindset influences not only your personal success, but also your relationships and interactions with others. When you approach situations with a positive and open mindset, you're more likely to build strong, supportive connections. You bring a sense of optimism and possibility to your interactions, which can inspire and uplift those around you. Creating and maintaining a positive mindset requires ongoing effort. It's about practicing gratitude, focusing on your strengths, and surrounding yourself with positive influences. It's about setting realistic goals, celebrating your achievements, and staying motivated even when progress feels slow. Mindset is not just about how you think, it's about how you act and how you respond to the world. Remember, your mindset is the foundation upon which you build your life. It affects every decision you make, every action you take, and every outcome you achieve. By cultivating a mindset that embraces growth, positivity, and resilience, you unlock your potential and open yourself up to a world of possibilities. You empower yourself to face challenges with courage, to pursue your dreams with determination, and to create a life that reflects your true capabilities. So take charge of your mindset. Choose to see the world through a lens of opportunity and growth. Embrace the challenges as part of the journey and recognize that your thoughts and beliefs have the power to shape your reality. Mindset truly is everything. And by nurturing a positive and empowered mindset, you pave the way for a life filled with success, fulfillment, and joy. You are in control of your life. It's a profound truth, one that can be both empowering and daunting. Every day you make choices that shape your path, that define your experiences, and that ultimately determine the direction of your journey. It's easy to fall into the habit of thinking that life happens to you, that circumstances are beyond your control, or that you're at the mercy of external forces. But the reality is that you have a significant influence over the course of your life. You are the author of your story, and you hold the pen. Understanding that you are in control begins with recognizing the power of your choices. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, you are faced with decisions big and small that affect your life. These choices may seem insignificant in isolation, but collectively they shape your reality. Whether it's how you respond to challenges, the relationships you nurture, or the goals you set, each decision you make contributes to the life you live. The notion of control is not about having power over others or manipulating circumstances to your advantage. It's about recognizing that your responses, your attitudes, and your actions are within your grasp. When you take responsibility for how you react to situations, how you manage your emotions, and how you pursue your goals, you reclaim your power. You become an active participant in your life rather than a passive observer. Being in control also means acknowledging that while you can't control everything that happens to you, you can control how you respond. Life will throw unexpected challenges, setbacks, and surprises your way. You might face hardships, disappointments, or obstacles that seem insurmountable. But even in the face of adversity, you have the power to choose your attitude, to decide how you will navigate these difficulties, and to determine how you will move forward. It's important to understand that taking control of your life involves embracing responsibility. This means acknowledging that you are responsible for your choices, your actions, and the outcomes that result. It's easy to blame others or external circumstances for your challenges, but true empowerment comes from owning your role and shaping your destiny. When you take full responsibility for your life, you recognize that you have the power to create change and to influence your circumstances. Control also involves setting boundaries and making choices that align with your values and goals. It's about deciding what is important to you, what you are willing to accept, and what you are not. It's about saying yes to the things that bring you joy and fulfillment, and saying no to the things that drain you or hold you back. When you are clear about your boundaries and make decisions based on your true self, you create a life that is authentic and meaningful. One of the most powerful aspects of being in control is the ability to shape your mindset. Your thoughts and beliefs influence how you perceive the world and how you experience life. By choosing to adopt a mindset of possibility, growth, and resilience, you can transform challenges into opportunities and setbacks into lessons. When you control your mindset, you empower yourself to approach life with confidence and optimism, even in the face of difficulties. Taking control of your life also means embracing change and being willing to step out of your comfort zone. Growth often requires stepping into the unknown, taking risks, and making bold decisions. It's about being willing to challenge yourself, to pursue your passions, and to push beyond the limits of what you thought was possible. By embracing change and taking proactive steps towards your goals, you actively shape the direction of your life. Remember, being in control does not mean that everything will be perfect or that you will always have all the answers. It means that you are committed to making the best choices you can, to learning from your experiences, and to continuously evolving. It's about being intentional with your actions and mindful of how you navigate the journey of life. So as you move through your days, remember that you are in control of your life. You have the power to shape your experiences, to influence your outcomes, and to create the life you desire. Embrace this power with confidence and clarity. Make choices that align with your values, respond to challenges with resilience, and take ownership of your journey. By doing so, you honor your role as the author of your story and create a life that reflects your true self. In a world that often thrives on external approval and validation, it's easy to fall into the trap of seeking affirmation from others. We look to friends, family, colleagues, and society to tell us that we're doing well, that we're worthy, that we're enough. But here's a profound truth: stop seeking validation from the outside and start finding it within yourself. The quest for external validation is a never-ending cycle that can lead to self-doubt, insecurity, and a sense of inadequacy. True fulfillment comes from within. Seeking validation is a natural human inclination. We all want to be seen, heard, and appreciated. However, when we rely too heavily on others to validate our worth or our choices, we give away our power. We place our self-esteem in the hands of others and let their opinions dictate how we feel about ourselves. This dependence on external validation can be exhausting and disheartening, as it's based on factors that are often beyond our control. To break free from the cycle of seeking validation, you must start by recognizing your inherent worth. Understand that your value does not come from others' opinions or approval. You are worthy simply because you exist, because you bring unique qualities and contributions to the world. Your worth is not conditional, it's intrinsic. Embrace this truth and let it guide how you view yourself. It's also important to recognize that everyone has their own perspective, and not everyone will see things the way you do. People have their own biases, experiences, and opinions that shape their views. When you seek validation from others, you are relying on a fragmented view of your worth that is influenced by their personal filters. Instead, trust your own judgment and values. Make decisions based on what feels right for you, not on what you think will earn approval from others. When you stop seeking validation, you liberate yourself from the constant need for approval. You become more aligned with your true self, with what you genuinely want and need, rather than what you think will make others happy or impressed. This shift in focus allows you to live authentically and make choices that resonate with your core values and passions. Building self-validation involves developing a strong sense of self-awareness and self-compassion. Self-awareness helps you understand your own desires, goals, and values. It allows you to set your own standards and to measure your success based on your own criteria, not on external benchmarks. Self-compassion means treating yourself with kindness and understanding, acknowledging your imperfections, and accepting that you are enough just as you are. One of the most empowering things you can do is to celebrate your own achievements and milestones. Take pride in your accomplishments, no matter how small they may seem. Recognize the effort, growth, and progress you've made. When you acknowledge and appreciate your own efforts, you reinforce your sense of self-worth and reduce the need for external validation. Another crucial aspect of self-validation is learning to trust your intuition and inner guidance. Your intuition is a powerful tool that can help you navigate life with confidence. By listening to your inner voice and following your own path, you cultivate a deep sense of trust in yourself. This trust empowers you to make decisions that align with your true self rather than seeking validation from others. It's also important to set boundaries and protect your emotional well-being. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you, but don't rely on their approval for your sense of self-worth. Establishing healthy boundaries means understanding that while feedback and opinions can be valuable, they do not define you. Your sense of self-worth is not dependent on external validation, but on your own self-acceptance and belief in yourself. Remember, seeking validation from others is a never-ending pursuit. It's like chasing shadows. No matter how much you seek, it's elusive and often leaves you feeling unfulfilled. True fulfillment comes from within. When you learn to validate yourself, to acknowledge your own worth and achievements, you create a sense of inner peace and satisfaction that is not dependent on others. So take a moment to reflect on where you might be seeking validation in your life. Are there areas where you're relying too much on others' opinions? Are there aspects of your life where you're seeking approval rather than trusting your own judgment? By shifting your focus from seeking external validation to finding it within yourself, you embrace your own worth, build a stronger sense of self, and live more authentically. Embrace the power of self-validation. Celebrate your uniqueness, trust your inner guidance, and recognize your own value. When you stop seeking validation from the outside, you open the door to a deeper sense of fulfillment, self-acceptance, and genuine happiness. You are enough, just as you are, and your worth is something only you can truly validate. Letting go of the past is a profound act of liberation and healing. It's about releasing the hold that previous experiences, regrets, and wounds have on your present and future. The past can be a heavy burden filled with memories that linger, choices you wish you'd made differently, and hurts that continue to echo in your heart. But holding on to these things prevents you from moving forward, from embracing the present moment, and from creating the life you truly desire. When you hold on to the past, you are often carried by its weight. Memories of past failures, disappointments, or pain can cloud your view of the present and limit your potential for the future. It's like trying to walk forward while carrying a heavy load on your back. The past, in its many forms, can keep you tethered to a time that no longer serves you, blocking your path to growth, happiness, and fulfillment. To truly let go of the past, you must first acknowledge it. This means facing the experiences, emotions, and memories that you might prefer to avoid. It's about understanding that these aspects of your past are a part of your story, but not the entirety of who you are. By confronting your past, you give yourself the opportunity to process and release the emotions tied to it. It's a courageous step toward healing, and it allows you to move forward with greater clarity and peace. Letting go also involves forgiveness, both of yourself and others. Holding on to grudges, regrets, or self-blame only perpetuates the pain and prevents you from finding peace. But forgiveness is not about condoning past actions or forgetting what happened. It's about freeing yourself from the grip of anger, resentment, and regret. It's about releasing the emotional ties that keep you bound to past events and allowing yourself to move forward with a lighter heart. Forgiving yourself is especially important. We all make mistakes and have moments we wish we could change. Beating yourself up over past decisions or missed opportunities only hinders your ability to grow and move forward. practice self-compassion and recognize that you did the best you could with what you knew at the time. Learn from your experiences, make amends if necessary, and then let go of the self-judgment that holds you back. In addition to forgiveness, letting go requires a shift in perspective. It's about reframing your past experiences as part of your journey rather than as defining failures. See them as lessons that have shaped who you are and contributed to your growth. Embrace the idea that your past does not determine your future. You have the power to shape your own destiny, to create new experiences, and to build a life that reflects your true desires. Part of letting go is also about living in the present moment. The past can be a constant distraction, pulling your attention away from the here and now. Practice mindfulness and bring your focus back to the present. Engage fully with the current moment, appreciate the experiences you're having now, and find joy in what's happening around you. By living in the present, you free yourself from the shadows of the past and open yourself up to new possibilities. Another essential aspect of letting go is setting intentions for the future. What do you want your life to look like moving forward? What goals, dreams, and aspirations do you have? By focusing on your future and setting clear intentions, you shift your energy away from the past and toward creating a life that aligns with your vision. This forward momentum helps to release the grip of past experiences and opens up space for new opportunities. It's also important to recognize that letting go is a process, not a one-time event. It may require ongoing effort, reflection, and self-compassion. Be patient with yourself as you navigate this journey. Celebrate the small victories along the way and acknowledge the progress you're making. Each step you take towards letting go is a step towards a more fulfilling and liberated life. Surround yourself with support as you let go of the past. Whether through friends, family, or professional guidance, having a supportive network can make a significant difference. Share your feelings, seek advice, and lean on those who can offer encouragement and perspective. Sometimes talking about your past and receiving support can help you gain new insights and facilitate the process of letting go. Ultimately, letting go of the past is about reclaiming your power and embracing the present. It's about choosing to move forward with a sense of freedom, purpose, and possibility. Your past may have shaped you, but it does not define you. By letting go, you allow yourself to heal, to grow, and to fully engage with the life that lies ahead. So take a deep breath and make the decision to release the past. Embrace the lessons it has taught you, forgive yourself and others, and shift your focus to the present and the future. By letting go, you open yourself up to new experiences, new opportunities, and a renewed sense of self. You are capable of creating a beautiful future, and it starts with the freedom that comes from letting go of what no longer serves you. Living with purpose and passion transforms existence from mere survival to a deeply fulfilling experience. It's about infusing your daily life with meaning and enthusiasm, where each moment is aligned with your deepest values and aspirations. When you live with purpose, you're not just going through the motions, you're actively engaging in a journey that reflects your true self and what you want to contribute to the world. Passion fuels this journey, providing the drive and excitement that make each step of the way exhilarating and worthwhile. To live with purpose is to have a clear understanding of what truly matters to you. It's about knowing your core values, your unique strengths, and the impact you want to make. Purpose is the compass that guides you through life's complexities and uncertainties. It helps you navigate decisions, overcome challenges, and stay focused on what really matters. When you live with purpose, you are not swayed by superficial distractions or societal expectations. Instead, you remain anchored in what feels authentically significant to you. Finding your purpose often involves deep self-reflection. It requires looking inward to understand your passions, talents, and interests. What activities make you feel most alive? What causes ignite a fire in your heart? What do you believe is your unique contribution to the world? These questions are essential in uncovering your purpose. It's a journey of discovery that may evolve over time, and it's okay for your purpose to shift as you grow and change. Passion is the energy that propels you towards your purpose. It's the excitement and enthusiasm that make you eager to get out of bed each morning. When you're passionate about something, you invest your time and energy into it with joy and dedication. Passion fuels creativity, resilience, and commitment. It helps you persevere through obstacles and setbacks, turning challenges into opportunities for growth. Living with passion means pursuing activities and goals that resonate deeply with you. It's about engaging in work, hobbies, and relationships that invigorate your spirit. Passion is not just about grand gestures or achievements, it's also found in the everyday moments of joy and connection. When you're passionate, you approach life with a sense of wonder and excitement, finding beauty and meaning in even the smallest details. To fully embrace purpose and passion, you need to cultivate a mindset that supports them. This involves setting intentions and goals that align with your purpose and that spark your passion. It's about creating a life plan that reflects your values and dreams and then taking actionable steps towards those goals. It also means being open to exploring new interests and opportunities and willing to adapt as you uncover more about yourself and what drives you. Living with purpose and passion also involves making conscious choices about how you spend your time and energy. Prioritize activities and relationships that align with your purpose and that energize you. Learn to set boundaries and let go of commitments that drain your resources or divert you from your path. By making intentional choices, you ensure that your daily life is a reflection of your purpose and passion. It's important to remember that living with purpose and passion doesn't mean that every moment will be filled with excitement or that challenges won't arise. There will be times when you face difficulties or moments of doubt. However, when you are anchored in purpose and driven by passion, you have a deeper sense of motivation and resilience to navigate these challenges. Your purpose and passion provide a framework for understanding and overcoming obstacles, keeping you connected to your larger vision. Sharing your purpose and passion with others can also be deeply fulfilling. When you inspire and motivate those around you, you contribute to a positive and supportive community. Your enthusiasm can be contagious, encouraging others to discover and pursue their own passions. Collaboration and connection with like-minded individuals can enhance your journey and create opportunities for mutual growth and support. Living with purpose and passion is ultimately about creating a life that is vibrant, meaningful, and true to who you are. It's about aligning your actions with your values and dreams and infusing your daily experiences with energy and joy. When you live with purpose, you create a sense of direction and fulfillment that guides you through life's ups and downs. When you live with passion, you embrace each day with excitement and commitment, making your journey through life a truly enriching experience. So take the time to discover what your purpose is and what ignites your passion. Make choices that reflect your true self and pursue your goals with enthusiasm and dedication. Embrace the journey with all its challenges and rewards, knowing that living with purpose and passion will lead you to a life of deeper fulfillment and joy. By doing so, you create a life that not only resonates with who you are, but also contributes positively to the world around you.